In the prior video on BizTalk Admin Console, we focused on the things that were inside the applications here. But just briefly, let me show you a couple other highlights. Is down here under Host, you can see how many hosts you have, and we actually explain this in much more detail in a video that will come later. And then each host has an instance. So think of it as a class and object. One class then has many objects possibly created from it. So by default, BizTalk comes with two hosts, these two right here. And I've added this third one in a demo that we're going to do in the future. I'm doing this video actually at the end of after I've done all the other videos. And then the host instances then apply to the host. And what this allows you to do is have a host that could be then tied to 5 different servers on BizTalk, especially in a production environment. And so you can actually say, I want this orchestration to run on machine 1 and 3, and I want this orchestration to run only on machine number 5. And so you can kind of piecemeal where you want your orchestrations and receives to be running so that you can kind of load balance or do security or for whatever reason you might want to. So here we have the host, which is basically ties to a service. So here I've actually opened the admin tools and then services. I like the standard view here better. If you scroll down to BizTalk, you'll see here the name of your service that's running. And so here we have BizTalk service, BizTalk group, and then BizTalk server application. You can see right now there's no instance for this, because if there were, I would have here BizTalk server group :PO inventory orcs. So if I want to run my orchestrations for purchase orders in a different host, a different Windows service, I could actually do that as well. So that's kind of what hosts are about. So a host is a service. So right here I can actually stop the service from within this BizTalk admin console. And now it stops. So if I come over here and do a refresh in the services window, it was right here, you can see this column called status. It actually did say started before, and now it doesn't. And then I can start it over here. And then we go back here and hit refresh. Notice it's blank right now, and after I refresh it says started. And you can also now do a restart, which is a feature they added in BizTalk 2006. It basically just stops it and starts it, which is kind of nice. So those are host instances. You have your servers, your message box databases, and then here's where you define some of your adapters. So sometimes you might have to come in and set an option in the FTP or the SMTP adapter, and that's done here. And then just for convenience, they give you the event viewer. And this is one of the places you often come to look when there's various errors in an orchestration, or receive or send for that matter. So these were kind of the other half of this BizTalk admin console. Then there's yet one more piece to it, and that's up here. If you click the BizTalk group, this is called the group hub for one other name. And if I press actually F5 on this screen, see all these little dashes here? After you press F5, it's going to search the database and fill in the values. And if I had things running right now, if I had, for instance, 7 orchestrations running, I could see here running services 7. Then what you can do is you can zoom in on these, and so like you can click on any one of these, and what it does, it opens a new tab at the top of the screen here. So there's already a new query tab, which is where you could build your own query, or you can just click here, and these are kind of like pre-canned queries. So the query here says search for equals running instances, group by service status, and only show me the top 50. And so then you actually have to hit the run button before the report actually appears. Well, actually, I don't have any running, so I think the report may have already been there. But if you want to refresh it, you have to click the Run Query button. And then again, you could come here and kind of build your own query if you wanted to. So this is the query feature. This basically replaces some of the things we used to do in HAT, Health Activity Tracking Tool, in the old 2004 version of BizTalk. HAT still exists, but some of the functions we now do here, such as terminating your orchestration instances. So if an orchestration was running and we wanted to kill it, we would do a run, we would see it down here, and then we would right click and there would be a terminate option. So again, this is a high-level overview, and we've now talked about most of the important parts of the BizTalk Server Admin Console utility.